Hey there YouTube. So I went ahead and make a video about Dark Elixer, really efficient way to farm. I'm going to show you here what I'm using. I call it my hybrid Barcher. I like to go in with 8 wall breakers, 8 giants, exactly 40 goblin, 50 barbarian. I normally go in with about 5 minions, and then the rest just wizard. But I mean, the math isn't exact. You can play around with your numbers as you like. But as you can see here, I'm going to show you some replays that I got here. It was very lucrative. In about 2 hours, I farmed about 20k. It works really good against Town Hall 8s. Big weakness of Town Hall 8s is they cannot defend the core. So I basically was searching for Town Hall 8s that had a large amount of Dark Elixir. I didn't care about trophies, so whether I won or lost, as soon as I got what I was looking for, I exited out of the fight, taking the Dark Elixir. So let me show you the replay here, how I do this. And then I could probably even show you all 4 of these. So attack 1 here. So what I like to do is I'll send in to check the clan castle. Okay, I'm gonna hit pause. I've been telling my clan this over and over again. I'm like a broken record on it. You have to check the clan castle. So clan castle check, no troops in there. Start to attack. So the first part of this, I soften the targets up. Send in a giant, start cleaning up some of these defenses. Again, not even really concerned about the town hall. Send in another giant, just as this one giant right here starts getting a little damage, I'll send in another giant. I always save at least 2 giants for when I send my queen in, because I don't want my queen to take damage. I just want her to be able to penetrate and get to the Dark Elixir. So everything in this area to this area is all softened up. So now, obviously I send my queen in, send in some troops, wall breakers, jump, whatever I need to basically get in there. Just as my queen starts taking a little bit of damage, I'm going to go ahead and, throw a cloak out. And then that's when I'm going in with the rest of my troops to just really penetrate. So, again, purpose of this attack is not to get gold. It's not for Elixir, dark, and dark only. So you can see here what I do as soon as I get what I want. I'm going to go ahead and exit out and take all that Dark Elixir. So let's go ahead and return home, take another look at another video. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. I think that was a defense. But so we're going to go to my attack, and I just showed you the bottom one there. Let's look at this next one. So you can see I basically just did the same thing over again. So again, I mean, Town Hall 8s, big problem with Town Hall 8s is you cannot defend the core. So this time I decided to check that clan castle with a giant. Again, I mean, the giant's going to get demolished, but you're going to be able to get in there and check it. You can also check clan castles. Very effective if you go in with a hog. The only problem with that is you're using Dark Elixir, and obviously we're trying to farm Dark Elixir here. So again, draw all the troops out, get them away from the base. I like to do that. I just throw a barbarian. Barbarian will come forward, and then there's that damn poison spell. So it's great that they threw it out, but man, it demolishes clan castle troops. So great for me, sucks for them. But so cleaned up some of the area. I had a little bit of a different troop composition here. I wanted to example, like try different things and stuff. But really it's the same attack. So send in my giant, and then behind my giant I'm going to send in my queen. What you really need to know in order to get good at this attack and really use it to its potential is fodder. So again, this is something I'm trying to get my clan to do a lot more of. Some are learning, some are not. Giants don't really work really good when you send them in a horde because they take splash damage equally. So send in one giant and then send in a line of troops behind it, and then feed in giants as you need to basically take the damage and allow your troops to move forward. So because I didn't have many giants, I went ahead and healed a little bit earlier than I normally do. But as you can see, I mean, it does the same job. So the giants over here, I have to throw a couple archers over here. My queen's over here, so you know you want to drop something around there. I mean, you just basically want to take the damage so that the troops that penetrate and move forward can do their work. So now that my queen's over here doing some work on the mortar, as you can see, I mean, my goblins go in, take the dark elixir, and then you'll see here in a second I'm going to go ahead and exit out. So let me speed it up. There you go. So exited out, got the dark elixir. So I'm going to return home. Alright, let's take a look at the next one. Forgot which one it was that I did where it was really good, because I basically showed a really good way to take care of the king. But we'll just work our way up because I mean all of these are pretty good examples of the strategy. Yeah, it was this one. So it's very important here what I do. So when I look at this base, one of the biggest things that I mean, when you see this, you better expose them. There's a reason I bring those 5 minions in, and obviously it's not to take out archer towers and cannons and stuff like that, because I mean 5 isn't enough. But what they're really, really effective for is if you can lure this king to this area over here, then there's nothing that's going to be able to protect that king from the minions. So watch how I dispatch that king. Super, super easy. Anyone that puts their king somewhere like that, they're asking for this to happen. So this archer tower is going to target this giant, and then there's nothing to protect the king from the minions. Destroyed. So then I can start my attack. I know there's nothing in the clan castle. Blow the couple walls, throw in the giant. Giant's taking the damage. The archers are behind, basically supporting that giant, making a way. You know, I drop a couple wall breakers over there. You know, look at that giant. The giant's starting to get a little weak, so what do? Drop another giant. And then just as that opening, see, there's nothing in this area to this area, I can go ahead and drop my queen over here now. Alright, watch that giant right there. Look, so just as they got in the red, I dropped 2 more giants. Alright, so now these troops are basically just penetrating down. I could drop a heal, I could drop a jump. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It all depends on how much damage those giants are taking. You know, that king's going to do a lot of work. He's going to go in, and he's going to basically smash that collector. I got what I wanted, so guess what's coming? If you just wait right here, speed it up. Alright, I was able to get a little more. I already knew that my king was going to take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. I got a little bit more, and I at least paid for the troops. Got all that elixir. Alright, and then I'll go ahead and show you this last replay. Replay. Alright, this guy was a fool. I mean, it wasn't an abandoned base, but I mean, he just had a horrible layout. So, rule number 1, we're going to go ahead and pause it. Rule number 1, check the clan castle. You have to do that every attack. If you can check it, you must. Alright, so again, I'm going to lure all the troops down. Alright, they're nice and far away from the base. I can drop the poison. There's been a big change to the poison on how it activates. It used to not really do a whole lot of damage to giants. Supercell decided that they want to treat it more like an inferno. So as you can see now, watch what happens to that giant. That poison just killed that giant. So now I can start focusing my attention on this area right over here, because again, my priority is that full dark elixir. So start softening the troops a little bit. Throwing a giant. Giant's going to start taking a lot of that damage. Right behind the giant is a nice wall of archers. I'm going to start blowing out some of these walls. I think I even take care of the king. I mean, this guy had a horrible layout, but it's not my fault. He's a noob. So, took care of the giant, right? The king. And there's basically nothing to stop my queen now from getting straight up to that dark elixir. So this guy was pretty daggone rushed. Welcome to Town Hall 10. He's gonna have this problem for a long time, being so rushed. But hey, it's not my fault. If he wants to leave a full dark elixir, I'll be happy to take it from him. So once I got a clear opening, then I'll go ahead and drop my goblins and take all of his dark elixir. So got what I wanted, exited out. So a really good area to find these Town Hall 8s like this is right around Silver 2, right about where I am. So 950, 1,000, maybe 1050. Not really much more than that. You kind of want to stay in that area within that 100. That's where they tend to hang out. During this time period, I went ahead and gemmed for speed. I wanted my spells to recoup as quick as possible. The reason behind that was I had right at like 60,000 when I started it, Dark Elixir, and I was just getting pummeled by Town Hall 10s. So I decided I was going to sit down and just figure out a way to get Dark Elixir really quick. And in 2 hours I got 20,000 Dark Elixir using that attack strategy. I mean, you could see how quickly I was coming in and out, every maybe 10 minutes. So, I mean, 12 hours ago, 12 hours, 12 minutes ago. I mean, 2 minutes, 10 minutes. I mean, I was just basically going in, getting that Dark Elixir, and getting out. Going in, getting the Dark Elixir, getting out. Doing that a bunch of times. I eventually got enough money to go ahead and cook up my maximum witch, which is also going to be awesome at wars, because then I could feed those witches to my main account. So yeah, go ahead and try that out. It's definitely worth the gems to go ahead and gem up your hero, gem up your barracks, gem up your spells, sit down for a little bit and make 10k an hour. I mean, that's awesome Dark Elixir for anyone that knows the business. So with that being said, DCSea here of Slob on my gob. Here is the clan. If you want to join, join us up. Come on down. Currently we're level 4. We're trying to grow, get some more beasts, and do the business. So come on down, check us out. DCSea out.